380 agreement. We've done 380 agreements before because the city would basically be participating with the general fund in an economic development project. And so it's going to be a totally simple agreement, but I just think the motion should be to authorize Marvin to execute a 380 agreement between the city and the EDC to allow the transfer of the funds.
Well, where does the funds, when we start getting rental payments, where do those funds go?
EDC, they're on the EDC revenue.
Make a motion to approve ordinance 1275-2020, including directing the city manager to prepare and enter into a 380 agreement between the city and EDC. Second.
Have a motion second. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item number 18, consider approval of resolution 1011-2020, repealing the former resolution number 1007-2020 as adopted on February 25th, 2020, that designated Deputy Police Chief Charles Stewart instead of the city manager as the guarantees authorized official, and thereby with the adoption of resolution 1011-2020 approving the submission of the grant application for fiscal year 2021 to the Office of the Governor, Criminal Justice Division.
This is the same radio grant that we brought in last time. We made it past the first phase, and now it's at the state level. For some reason, the people that reviewed on the state level said they wanted us to change the two names. It's just a clerical change that the state, the last people that reviewed our grant would like to have us make.
Motion to approve resolution number 1011-2020.
Second. Motion second to approve resolution 1011-2020. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Discussion and interaction on request from Public Works Director Gordon Smith for road reconstruction and asphalt overlay of Roberts Cutoff Road from River Oaks Boulevard south to Blackstone Drive.
Mayor and Council, City Manager Gregory asked me to look in. We're through with the utilities on this part, and the road is still in a rough condition. It's in a passable condition, but it's not as smooth as the other section of Roberts Cutoff that we just, recently laid. So I put together this history of what we did in the workshop, as far as in the 2020 budget, and our annual street improvement project is $65,000 in our annual budget. And some of the history that was discussed in there, a possibility of about 6 or 7 streets there, and due to cost, we limited that back to Woodlawn, Yale, and Black Oak, were the ones that were going to remain in repairs. So, in searching for the solution, it was my recommendation that we mill 2 inches off the existing, because during the process of the excavation, it does have an 8-inch rock base there through it. It's very solid throughout it. It has existing mill, 4 inches of asphalt on top. So milling off 2 inches will then allow us to go back in there and level that road up and get it like it should be. As you can see, it's pretty extensive cost with the milling and the Tarrant County. It both comes to $182,904. Now, basically, I'm bringing this before you tonight for discussion because it was brought to the city manager's attention what we could do, and it's more of a workshop, and then that's what we're bringing forward with you. If you would like to continue on with our already approved projects, or if you would like to use those dollars and find a funding mechanism for the remaining amount to do this particular project in it.
So what you're saying is you can do Woodlawn, Yale, and
Section of Black Oak from Linda.
Black Oak, right,
Linda on
in
that.
the federal program or to the county.
No, that's in our current annual budget.
That's what the 65 would pay for.
Yes, the 65 is nothing with the federal.
Okay.
The federal that we're currently receiving is being done on Birch Street.
Okay.
Is that the CDBG grant money.
on Bird Street.
Right.
The
And we
65,000,
did that every other year, right?
yes, sir.
And how much is it now for every other year?
We got like 117.
117, I believe.
But the 65 will pay to totally redo, or to mill it to the depth you want and put it back for those streets, the 65.
For the other 3 streets?
Street, yes,
Yes, sir.
yes, okay. So they'll look to us like a new street, even though you're not going all the way down, is the point you're making?
The 2 streets are, as far as Mill,
Yeah.
which is Black Oak and Yale, the little short section of Yale, and that section of Black Oak, and that little short section of Woodlawn, I do have to do a full depth on that, and that was included in that 65,000.
Okay, so then to do RCO, that's where the 182 comes in?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and it would be the same mill?
Just mill it off and then retack it and relay it.
Okay. And we don't currently
With
have
a
a funding,
2-inch overlay.
Yes, sir.
we currently don't have a funding mechanism for that other than reserves for the 182.
Yes, we don't have a funding mechanism for it. The other is approved through the budget. And if you'd like to switch the projects to pull part of that funding mechanism,
Yeah, but they're all, I mean, you've got those 3 sections of 65 versus this other one at 182.
yes, sir.
So there's not much to move
So
around.
what are you saying, you're gonna pull these other streets that are listed in here, or those are just still coming later?
Coming later. Each year we try to assess what we can do for the best of the dollars that we have.
And so what I understood you say before is that base on Robert's Cutoff that y'all looked at in the past before coming out tonight was that putting the overlay on there, that's a heavily traveled street. Is that gonna hold up, or is that gonna be?
It's gonna hold up due to the fact that the utilities that we put back in there, we used a product called CTS, it's cement treated sand all the way to the top. So any of that you saw in the past with a sinking, it's basically that cement treated sand becomes a hard rock, concrete, more or less. And then with the existing base that was left there, a good solid 8 inches of flex base, I believe the road will hold up.
It's important to keep Robert's Cutoff looking good, that's our main offering.
Well, that was my point, is whether we're trying to do something that is
Trying to sell
2 years from now, it's
street.
gonna be a chunk to come out of it or something.
Well, I'm just worried about where they cut lines, you just overlay it and it turns.
But I will bring this, I need to bring this to the table, because you've seen this. We just did that one section of Robert's Cutoff, and within a year and a half, we developed cracks in it because, soil is moving out here on that. And even though we had the specified base treatment that went in and the 2 inches overlay, it did crack, but we got out there and sealed it. We're monitoring it to make sure.
We're doing that ourselves, track control.
We look at it and then we ask the county to come in. Yeah, and they've been gracious to do it at a real reasonable cost.
But we're, on these 4 streets here that we're talking about tonight, we're 150% sure we're not gonna need to cut those streets for sewer, water. I mean, based on, everything's done.
I can't say that because I have to work with the gas company. I have not got with the gas company on those.
We would do that before we pull the trigger on this project.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Because we absolutely have to do everything within our possible power, so.
Yes, sir.
We've done a lot of that, putting new streets in and then you don't immediately cut it, and that doesn't make sense.
You're right. And currently, right now, we're in that, we're finishing we finished phase 2 of the sewer, we're finishing phase 1, and so I'm in an area where I can do this assessment now instead of, the project loads are down a little bit with the amount of magnitude of work, so that's what I'm doing with my 2 staff members. We're doing an assessment, make sure all the utilities are there. We did that on Bird. Now, one of the things that we did do, and I'll bring that to your attention on Bird, all the utilities were done. It was not until we went in there and removed the curb and gutter and found out the water services were not, the new water services were not installed deep enough. So staff immediately got out there and pulled together both street and water, and we got those lowered.
So Marvin,